But yeah, I just want to just say this last thing, because I was meant to deal with the depression thing today. I'm not sure how long we've got time for. But I'm going to say this last few things, right? The wrong relationship can depress you. Being with the wrong person can drain you. It drains your spirit. Don't fall in love with pain. Don't fall in love with abuse. I'm from a household where, like I said, I saw my mum get abused, innit? But I didn't go out there and want to intentionally. I'm going to say this though. I've intentionally hurt certain girls. And I've cheated on certain females that I shouldn't have cheated on. I've been involved sexually with certain females that I probably shouldn't have even had sex with. We probably should have just stayed friends and been cool. And I just want to say that men carry pain, and because we don't have much people to talk to, and I want to say this to the females in the audience who are watching this podcast, and the males as well. And if you're in a gay relationship, that's up to you. It's not my personal thing, but it applies to you too. If you're in any relationship, even a friendship, you need to hear what I'm going to say now. I never used to deal with any ships, as Lego Batman says. But now I'm older, I realize that I've gotten more in tune with my spirit. And my spirit is pulling me in different directions. And the first thing it pulled me to do was really become emotional with myself and really listen to myself. Because when you get hurt by a woman, as a man, you literally have nobody to talk to. If you go and tell your mum, she's going to laugh at you. She's going to say you're an idiot. If you go and tell your dad, he probably won't answer the phone. You tell your brethren, you tell your uncles, whoever, everywhere you go as a man, it's just going to make you more and more deeper depressed. So this is my advice to those men out there who are watching, who maybe haven't gotten over a relationship yet, or the relationship might have fucked them up in some way. Don't make no gal take away your self-esteem. Ladies, don't make a man destroy you to the point where you don't like yourself. How can you not like you? You have to be able to look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, I still love this person. I've been through times when I haven't eaten, no money, living on the street, people stepping over me, freezing cold, I'm waking up, I can't even feel my legs, sleeping in cars and shit. Nobody wanted to know. Everyone abandoned me. And as soon as you have any success at all, everyone come out the woodwork. So that taught me about the world straight away. And what I've learned is that don't be afraid to be you. Don't be shook to be yourself. Just try being yourself for one day and see how many friends you're left with. Try telling the truth to everybody in your life for one day and see how many friends you end up with. See how much family will fuck with you after that. Most people in your phone book, you wouldn't even fuck with them no more. We're all living a fantasy world, and they're giving us these technological things to make us feel like there's all these people are interested in us. They don't give a fuck about you. At the end of the day, you give a fuck about you. And at the end of the day, you are who feeds you. You are who clothes you. You are who gives you love. So learn to love yourself. You can't even stroke a cat with love unless you love yourself. You have to love your hand and your arm in order to move it. Love yourself internally. Fix the broken part of you. I'm broken, but my people accept me. Because my break and my dent isn't my fault. So I can come on air and I can talk about being 7 years old, watching a bottle hit your mum's face twice, and then see her whole cheek just open up, and just blood, and you're seeing like teeth. I'm 7 years old. And then I just see a man barge past me and run out of the house. That fucked me for life. So now I have a problem with love. It's like for a little while, I couldn't love. There were people loving me, showing me they love me, taking me places and physically showing me and mentally showing me, I am really in love with you. And I would turn around and I would sting them. I would turn around and I would violate them. Because I was taught mentally not how to love. When you are in a struggle, you can't love. When you're fighting to survive, you can't love. You've got time for it. So all the females that come to you, you don't love them. Sometimes you might even make a family with them. And I'm really talking now. There's a man out here with 5 kids with a woman he don't even really fuck with. He's lying in the bed with her thinking, fuck, it's a shag, but that's about it. And that, my friends, is called trauma. I'm not sure if I've got enough time to even go into it this week. You know, if you want to say a few words, I'm not sure how long we got left. Oh, okay. Well, I'll finish this.
Yeah,
for
go
10 minutes.
go.
I'm going to just get this off my chest because we have our own podcast now. And we're working with some beautiful, amazing people, humble, good-hearted people. And I never thought I'd get to this stage in my life. I never thought that a man that I don't know on a chat group on WhatsApp for 12 months would even fuck with me outside the group, let alone bring me in on something as big as this. This kind of opportunity means that the Creator has given us a chance to really show people, help people, and bring them into light. People, I come from a home where my dad hit my mum a lot. And I have a sister, and she saw her dad hit her mum in such a way that not even Mike Tyson would do it like that. Like, when you hear someone get hit, then you know it's a proper hit. Because somebody could get hit, you don't hear nothing. But when you hear the person make a slight noise as they get hit, and you realize that the person doing the damage is someone that's meant to love you. I've never had a woman, after that time, I never had a woman that loved me. Every girl I met 2 girls in the hood that I stayed with for 5 years in total. And they both lied to me, both cheated on me. After that, I was just meeting girl after girl after girl. And I used to go for the pretty girls as well. I never realized that, as Nas says, females who's the sexiest is always the nastiest. And I like a little classiness. You feel me? So I got caught in that trap. That trained me into not loving. Let me say this last thing before I let old man close it up, right? I had to train myself to love myself. You know how I did that? I wrote rhymes. And the music sounded so good. It gave me a joyful feeling. I would even neglect going to link girls to stay in the studio just to hear this one sample play. I didn't even want to rap on it. I just want to hear the sample. Because it brought me to somewhere spiritually that, and this is the reason why I stayed inside a lot in the summer in Stonebridge, because in Stonebridge in the summer in the 80s and 90s, all the killers are out. All the rapists were out. All the murderers were out. All the dealers were out. So if you're outside in the hood at that time, you're getting in trouble. I got stabbed twice in the hood. Shot my leg, beaten up, rushed, everything in Stonebridge. And I'm from the ends. So let me just close by saying this, and I'll let close it up fully. I am an emotional wreck. But guess what? I have people around me that love me. And this is what Close to the Bone is for. Close to the Bone is a place where I can get a bit emotional and no one judges me, you know? So it's not I don't want to bring the show down too much. I'm trying to hold in the tears.
Nah, bro, let him know.
You feel me? Like, I've just been through a lot, man. And sometimes you just got to sit there and think, fucking no. I lived through that. You know? And being in pain makes you think a certain way. When people don't care about your tears, when people don't care about your sorrows, and I'll just say this last thing, men cry more than you think, ladies. When a man cries, do not judge him. He's not a pussy boy because he cries. He's not a simp. He is emotional. He has feelings. He's human. You raised him for 9 months in your womb. So you know he's part you. Ladies, all I can say is, do not judge a man for being emotional. Do not judge him for retreating to his cave if you don't want to be around your family sometimes or whatever, a little small shit like that, because you don't know what that man's been through. And it's the same with the man. Don't judge her. Talk to her before you sleep with her, bro. Talk to her. You could end up getting AIDS out here, fucking around with these fat-ass bitches, because you're not asking them questions. You're not asking them if their dad used to rape them. You're not asking them if they've, if they're cutting their wrist. You see all the fucking slices on their wrist. When you see I see girls with slices on their wrist. That's it. I ain't even talking to you. I know what you're about. That's a lot of pain. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that. I wanted to say that I think men never ever get the chance to vent out. And I think that's why they locked up Andrew Tate as well, because he's giving the man them a voice. And the Matrix can't take it. So, yeah, man, I think I'll do a more emotional one on that one probably next week. Yeah, I've got a few subjects that I want to bring up that I actually want to get emotional on air to show people that, number one, it's not hard, don't be embarrassed of it, and it's strengthening, and it's freedom. It's freedom, you know? That's what I got to say about that, bro. I'll leave it to you now.
No, bro, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm on family.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't call that, people call it emotional. I would say, listen, the way you are raised will have an impact on you. How you are raised will have an impact on you.
Facts.
All right? I would be hypocritical if I said that the way I was raised and what I saw in my youth didn't have an impact on, you know, on my, how do I say this, on my mental state. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I hear a lot about, you know, men shouldn't be emotional and all of that type of stuff. And there's truth to that. But I don't think what you being emotional right now. I think you are recognizing certain things that have happened in the past wasn't good. And this is why I'm big on, yo, please raise these families right, man. Like, please.
Just be there for the kids, man.
You see, as a Christian, I have a foundation by which I believe in and by which I raise. Okay, my children. All right, I don't even like bringing them personally.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is, what I'm basically saying is, it's like when you've got a good foundation, a good moral foundation.
It's always important.
When you've got a woman who you have kids with, you know what I mean. Use that moral foundation in order to raise a good family. That's it. When kids come from good families, right, they don't have this level of trauma. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Broken families causes a lot of trauma, and then kids act it out. You see the problem. You see, boys, emotional boys they are risk because he's a man. He's strong. If he can't control his emotions, that's a dangerous. That is dangerous.
Yeah, community is fucked up.
This is how important it is to raise proper families.
That's right.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, listen, men, before you pick a woman, please,
get to nowhere, man.
Please do me one favor, yeah. I know we have I was gonna say effed up culture, yeah.
And it is, to be fair.
That basically just tells you to look at a woman just on a sexual, you know what I mean, plane. That's it.
Let's fucking.
That's it. It's
once we get up, we're enemies.
This culture is purely evil because it tells men to only look at women like that. No wonder why men choose the women that they choose, and then they get into situations that they get into, and then broken families come out of that.
Facts.